We're back, pitches, for the third and final entry in the Pitch Perfect saga. Proof that not everything needs to be a trilogy, because boy, did this franchise take a nosedive quick from the first one. This movie is more of a Fat Amy-centered story. It's void of the magic, of the chemistry, of the jokes, of the original. But we're here to talk about it. This is The Binge, a movie podcast where we talk about movies, we make our way through a franchise one movie at a time, and we drink. I'm your host, Joshua Ryan. Today, I'm drinking wine because I thought I couldn't get through Pitch Perfect without cracking into a little wine, being a little stereotypical. I think
Are you serious?
It smells like a red, I think.
Do you not know wine? Like, what are you talking about?
It is a red. With me, as always, my co-host, Timbo Jones. What's going on, Tim?
What's going on, Josh? I ditched the flannel for this one, and I'm turning the hat this way because I feel like I keep messing with it. But you went wine? I went wine too, bud.
All wine buddies.
I did. I was
Menage a Trois wine?
Menage a Trois.
Damn.
Yes. It's a soft red blend from California. Do you know anything about wines or your wine at all?
I know about Menage a Trois.
Well, that's not.
My wife bought this for... We record early, so Thanksgiving's already long gone by now, but my wife bought this for Thanksgiving, and I just took it and said I'm using it. So
well, what is it?
I don't have it now.
I like wine. I'm interested in different wines. What kind of... do you... I asked you a question. There we go.
French Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Right.
Ooh, yeah. I like the Pinot Noir.
Uh-huh. And with us, we have a special guest. He joined us before, long ago, on the Stephen King ranking. Back again, Alan French. What's up?
Hey, not much, guys. And yeah, I'm drinking a Seagram's Spiked Rumble Punch, which is WWE themed.
Nice. I like it.
Jinx.
Well, let's talk
Hold
Pitch
on.
Perfect 3. I know we're dying to get into this.
Can I say something before we move on?
Okay.
When we did our rankings, in the comment section, someone said how Shawshank should have been top one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Alan. I'm just saying.
I didn't have an issue with Shawshank being high. Like, it was 4.
Shawshank's great.
4? No, it should have been. Anyway, Josh, take it away, sir. Oh, cheers, everybody, because Josh always forgets.
Oh, yeah, we got to do our cheers. Tim's always remembering the cheers. I forget about you guys. All right, there we go.
Salud.
So this version, this entry is directed by Trish Sai, I think is how you say it. It is the first movie as a director, it is not the first movie. Their first movie as a director was Step Up All In, which was, I think, the third Step Up, because Step Up 2 was The Streets. Most recently, they directed Players, a Netflix movie with Marlon Wayne's son that was really bad, and I didn't like it. This movie is written by Kay Cannon, same writer as the first two, which doesn't seem that way. This story feels completely different, and they brought in Mike White to also co-write. Mike White is great. I love Mike White. He is very funny dude. He's most famous right now. Currently, he's the creator and the director and the writer of the White Lotus series on HBO, which I love.
Which is very funny.
His fingerprint on this and it being this bad is baffling to me.
Well, remember, sometimes people will take a for-hire job and maybe not put in their best work. I know Noah Baumbach co-wrote Madagascar 3, so crazy things have happened.
Mike White was on a season of Survivor.
He's going to be on another season of Survivor. He's going to be on season 50.
He's come back to 50. And it was funny when he was on there, nobody knew who he was. Mm-hmm. He just lied about who he was, and nobody recognized him.
Yeah, School of Rock.
Well,
School of Rock.
Yeah,
but did they
Jack
know?
Black's roommate.
I was gonna say I don't even know what he even looks like. So
you would know him if you saw him. He's like one of those
the
guys.
moment you said he's
would.
Jack Black's roommate, then I know who you're talking about. I thought he was just a behind
He's real
the camera
mopey
guy.
looking. He always looks like sad. He looks like a sad turtle.
Yeah, he was the one who's dating Sarah Silverman in that movie.
Yes,
way out of his league. So the tagline for this movie: "Last call, pitches." Pretty good. I don't mind that tagline. Box office: $185 million. $104 million of that is domestic. The last one was $287 million. So it is a $100 million drop. They're still both above the first. It's still a pretty big box office, for the third entry in a musical a cappella comedy. It's impressive. Mm-hmm. Impressive. I don't think we're getting a fourth. Well, I don't want a fourth.
So we're not getting like a fourth with these characters, but we're definitely getting a spin-off We can
Is
get into
that
that later.
Is that already announced?
It's been announced this year that it's going to be a K-pop themed spinoff.
K-pop.
Of course it would be.
Yep.
Of course.
And I think it's written by Joel Kim Booster, who is the guy who also co-wrote the Fire Island movie from a couple years ago. So I'm very curious.
But but your writing credits mean nothing apparently. Mike White proved that here.
That's true.
It's true. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to write the best Pitch Perfect movie.
You know, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. That's all I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like what?
As I say a little. Well, you got producers that want to rewrite things. You got actors that want to rewrite bits. You got directors that want to take things in a different tone. You know what I mean? You never know what's happening. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors, guys. Come on. What
movie had a
about?
budget of $45 million. $45 million. Anna Kendrick was paid reportedly $6 million, which was up from the $2 million she received for the last one. This movie came out December 22, 2017. Okay, so the last one was 2015, a couple years later. It opened third at the box office. Didn't even open number one. Number one, the box office that weekend was Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I mean, you're not going to beat Star Wars.
No, you're not going to beat Star Wars.
2, Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. 4, The Greatest Showman. And
I like that.
5, Ferdinand, which was that animated movie about a bull. I watched that on a cruise ship one time.
Was it John Cena, the main guy in that one?
Yep, John Cena.
Was it? Oh my god, I watched it and I didn't even recognize that. I was probably
because you couldn't see him. So
that's true. You know,
that's a good joke because it was animated.
Yeah. So
these are the jokes,
runtime
people.
93-minute runtime. Brisk. They kept it short. The first one was 2 hours. First one was almost 2 hours, like 112-ish or something. This movie
probably
opens
a
with
good idea with the less runtime.
Yes.
No, it
100%
definitely
agreed.
Yeah.
It still felt like there was so much. I don't know how to explain it because this movie felt like there was so much that it didn't need, but there's nothing of substance to it whatsoever.
Correct.
This is the most empty movie I feel like I've ever watched.
It's been a minute since I've seen a movie that was not only this disappointing, but also, as you said, just full of fluff. Like, it really is just like they turned on the cameras and just said, go for it. And then, Rebel Wilson's doing a lot of jokes in her mind, but no one was laughing.
Well, it's also interesting how I'm not going to say all movies do this and it's bad, but it's something that I think is funny. When it's done well, I enjoy it. When you start the movie with the most conflict you have. So they started the movie with them singing on the boat, then Fat Amy comes crashing through and the boat explodes and all that stuff. You're like, this is going to be like this epic thing. And then you cut back in time and you're like 3-4 days later. I hate when they fucking do that. To me,
I
was
just about to say I hate that.
Dude, I hate
thought
that.
You were getting excited about that. That's stupid.
As a writer, you're like, so you had nothing intriguing to say in the beginning, so you have to use this set piece in order to get people interested, because you obviously want to grab people right away. That's the whole point. So this is what you had to do, and then you have to put us at like a few days later. Now, to the counterpoint of that, I think one of the Mission Impossible started off like that, and then they cut forward, and I was like, well, that was fucking insane. Because they shot his wife in the face. But it's Mission Impossible. Yeah, they definitely got away with it.
Well, and
with Phil Seymour Hoffman, that one. Ooh, such a good
I was also going to say the issue that this one immediately brings up by doing that is that we know, based on the first two movies, that there shouldn't be explosions in a Pitch Perfect movie. So we're already tonally well off the reservation.
100%.
So then you're like, okay, what could possibly happen to get them into this situation? Doesn't make any sense for these characters. It's an action franchise.
Right.
Yeah.
And like you said, Tim, it jumps ahead. It goes 3 weeks earlier. That's how far they take us. They very briefly just throw out that Jesse and Becca broke up just to answer where Jesse is. Yeah. Which
not in the movie.
We don't even really need to know that. Like... You could just not bring him back. I like Jesse as a character, but you don't have to be like, oh yeah, too. Jesse and Becca broke up. Just throwing it out. Stupid. The old gang is together.
Keep going.
No, go ahead, Tim.
No,
Tim,
so what sucks
what you have to say is important.
I like Jesse, and I liked his character, and I think he was underperformed in the second one, but he was still so supportive, and the way that they bring him up in the third one, they made it seem like he broke up with her, and then he moved in already with someone else who had a cat. Like, he got over her so fast, and you're like... I don't think he's not even in the fucking movie and already I'm like, that's not his character, guys. He would never fucking do that. They might break up for whatever reasons, but oh my god.
Justice for Jesse.
Justice for. Thank you. Yes, we're gonna
I have to
start that
enunciate
campaign.
that very clearly. Justice for Jesse, not justice for Jesse.
Who's Jesse?
No, we're not going to go there. Don't worry about it.
I don't know any of this because I don't know what's going on. So
The
salud,
old
I'm
gang
still
is
drinking.
together for a reunion. They randomly decide to do a USO tour because Aubrey's dad can get them in. That was the setup. Out of nowhere.
No, that's not the setup.
Yes, it was, Tim. I saw the movie.
They had to do. They had because is this the reason? Wait, hold on. Am I getting
was
this one
zoned
and
out,
two
but-
confused? This isn't the one where they show her vagina. That was the second one, right?
That's 2. You're stuck on Amy's vagina.
Is that the one that they win the championships? Oh yeah. Oh
No,
man.
no,
These-
this one they're all having like they
A midlife
hate their
crisis.
jobs and they just want to
That's
hang out
right.
together.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
So they're
sorry,
literally
guys.
just like-
I'm blending the two.
They're literally
movies.
just like, oh, we could do the USO tour. My dad could get us in. And that's it. And then they all just go do it. And then that's the quote-unquote premise of the movie. There's not really much of a premise, but that's what they give us. Alan, I want to let you take a lead a little bit here, because I told you before we came into this, I said, this movie was so dull to me. I don't have a ton to say about it. And you said you had a lot. So I just want to hear some of your thoughts before I go through the rest of my notes.
So right off the bat, I mean, like the number one thing that I have to say is that it is a classic mistake of movies to take a side character that is meant for comic relief and move them into the main role. And I think that there's just like a litany of bad movies that are built on this idea. Nobody really cares about Tow Mater in Cars. He is a very fun side character, but he should not be the lead character of Cars 2. The same thing, frankly, to be said about, I love Jurassic Park. You can see it over my shoulder. I love Jurassic Park. Ian Malcolm should not be the lead of a Jurassic Park movie. Great character in doses, not the lead of your movie. So Lost World is a little bit lower than some of the other ones. And, this is really bad that Rebel Wilson is just like not an appealing character at all. There is no real humor here other than that she is fat, and that continues to be like beating a dead horse in terms of the comedy. To compare it to something like the Hangover movies, where like Zach Galifianakis has a lot more layers to his character in the third one, it tonally shifts the whole movie in a weird way that I think a lot of people do not vibe with. But in this movie, it's just doing the same bits, just more of them. And I just think that the fat AP character is already pushing the limits in the first movie. And by the time we're here, she's like far and away the worst character in this movie. To make matters worse, she's also taking away screen time from like 3 other actresses that I actually think are pretty decent. We mentioned earlier the one girl, Anna Camp, who her dad is the USO or Army dude. She's a more interesting character and always has been. You've got Brittany Snow is a much more interesting actress than Rebel Wilson. And then you have Haley Steinfeld. Like, we have more talented people all around them. And for them to be like, this is the person we want to focus on the most, it just shows how completely out of sync they were with not only culture, but also like her staying power. And nothing about her is funny. Even down to like the red Make America Fat Again hat. Everything just seems completely misaligned with what people were feeling in that moment.
Yeah, I had that in my notes here somewhere. I had noticed that because this came out in 2017. So yeah, right when Trump had been
so funny.
Elected, and she's wearing. I had to pause it because I said, "Is she wearing a Make America Great hat again?"
Yeah,
and I rewound it. No, it was Make America Eat or Make America Fat, something like that.
Fat
Joke.
yeah.
And regardless of where you're at the political spectrum, it just doesn't work. It's like not funny because the character is so grating. So it's very frustrating.
Was Rebel Wilson huge at the time? Like, her popularity? Was it on the rise? Is that why they centered it around her?
There's this window where she was definitely on the rise, but I wouldn't say she was like a star. It was more, again, like the misunderstanding what made her funny. It's the same way that like Melissa McCarthy, when she does her husband's movies, her husband has a very different sense of humor that does not work. And so she's terrible in those movies. And then you put her in a movie like Bridesmaids, and she's like a superstar. And again, she's a side character in that movie. She can still be a lead. Like, Can You Ever Forgive Me? She can be an excellent actress.
Dude, Melissa McCarthy in Mike and Molly, I think is fucking great. I was in like a waiting room watching hours and hours of that stuff one time. And I just was like, she's really funny in Mike and Molly, and she doesn't have to be dirty or anything. Like, I thought that was great.
What's funny
can I say the foil thing? Another character who I think was a good foil, and then maybe unpopular opinion, but I don't give a shit. Jack Sparrow, when he has fucking Will Turner to be the foil against, he's amazing in those first 3 ones. But then when they put him as the lead, trash.
Exactly. That's the thing, right? If they are consuming too much of the oxygen, their shtick becomes grating. And I just think it's already, at this point, we've already kind of had the Rebel Wilson overload, and then this is just really pushing it too far. Maybe it's because they couldn't get the other actresses to show up for enough days to make them the center of the movie. That's very possible. I mean, even Adam Devine skipped out on this movie. Like, and he was like,
and he's done terrible movies.
Yes. Well, what's funny is that he actually did the Pitch Perfect TV show for Peacock. There was a
TV show?
Pitch Perfect. I want to say it's like something about him being in Berlin or something like that. And it was like,
oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think it only made it 1 season. I think it may have even been a little bit
forgot all about it.
But like they actually like tried to do something with him solo, away from the rest of the group.
That's so funny.
And so like,
did he team up with Das Sound Machine? Because that would be so funny.
I would hope so.
Remember when they did the Treadstone Jason Bourne show? Oh.
What was the movie he did? Try that. Adam Devine, where he was like talking to his phone, and his phone got possessive and was mad at him.
Was it Jexy?
It was like, Jexy or something. God, that was bad. I was watching that while I was getting a tattoo because I just put things on my phone and stuff, and I was just like, this is more torturous than the fucking tattoo. It was so bad. But going back to Bridesmaids, because you touched on it. First of all, Melissa McCarthy got an Oscar nomination for Bridesmaids, which is
she should have
wild.
Yeah.
And Rebel Wilson, also in Bridesmaids, as Kristen Wiig's roommate's sister.
Are correct. She is absolutely in that movie. I completely forgot about that.
And she's so funny in it, and the small bits. And so I think it's those small bits when she was getting movies, and she had the small bits and was just throwing out weird one-liners that worked because they were short stints. And then I do think she was most people's favorite character in like the first movie or second movie. But again, it was because she was like that, pops in and says something really funny and lightens the mood enough that's why I think they did everybody loves Fat Amy. We'll make her the star. No, Becca is the star. And I've complained about Becca as a character. I like her as a character. I think if I knew her in person, I don't know if I would like her because she can be kind of bitchy and just be kind of like standoffish. But I like her as a character, and we needed Becca to be the lead. Becca is Pitch Perfect. So,
and her whole thing, the thing that is another wild, it's not a time capsule because he's been so popular for so long, but the DJ Khaled, even listening to a cappella groups is like it's so outside of my like head space that I'm like, this doesn't make any sense that he would give a shit about the
it was like they had
group.
Snoop Dogg. They had Snoop Dogg in the second one.
Right.
So I think they were trying to, because Becca was writing a Christmas album or producing a Christmas album for Snoop Dogg in the second one. And so I think they were just like, that worked. Let's get another musical celebrity in. And DJ Khaled is who got picked. But speaking of when DJ Khaled comes in, because the USO competition, it's what? Whoever wins, I don't remember, gets to open for DJ Khaled.
Open for DJ Khaled. As if DJ Khaled can sustain an entire concert by himself. Spoiler, he can't. He always needs the featured artists. Did you ever see him on SNL?
I've never seen him on anything.
So he was the musical guest on SNL, and it was just him introducing songs and then bringing up 10 rappers to do all of the lyrics of all of the songs. So
he's like legit a DJ.
Yeah, he is legit like the promoter, the hype man, all of it. He's good in that role. He's great as a producer, but as a musical act, not really.
So when they first get on the boat in the USO, they try to force the magic of like the riff off, which both, quote unquote riff offs were great in the first two movies. They're cheesy. We know they're cheesy, but it's okay because we get good music, we get good interactions, we get some good character development. In the second one, we talked, Alan, last week, we talked the second forced riff off, which was actually called Dragon Ninja Warrior, music. David Cross was hosting it. Was so funny. It was my favorite scene. We have Das Sound Machine and all this things here.
Yeah, aren't the Green Bay Packers in that
The Green Bay Packers.
The Green Bay Packers are competing. It's funny.
Clay
It's the
Matthews.
most. It's the best scene in the movie. I think. David Cross is hilarious in it, and then they come here and they're just like, "Oh, let's just do a spur of the moment riff off," and everybody's like, "We don't even know what that is," but okay, and then everybody just does it, and it was so lame. It was so lame.
Not only is it lame, but then every time the musicians pick up their instruments, they're like, "Oh, you can't do that." It's like they're complaining about the fact that we're getting good music during
They're not
a
a cappella
movie.
people.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't expect like Ringo Starr to be able to come in and sing a cappella cold, like, which is basically they're like, "Oh, the drummer's drumming," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what drummers do." Like, what are we talking about?
I actually like that. I thought it was really funny that they're complaining about it. Well, that's not right. Oh, no, we're not supposed to do that. Oh man, they're cheating. I was like, yeah,
yeah, because they're not a cappella groups.
the fuck.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It just annoyed me, and also, again, it pushes the convention too far. Like, it was great in the first two movies, especially the first movie, and then here you are overdoing it with groups that don't make sense doing it.
One of those groups is Evermoist, led by Ruby Rose. She was hot stuff for a minute there. I think we talked about her in the...
Flash.
When I say hot stuff, I mean she was real popular for a minute. She was real popular.
Yeah.
I think we talked about her in John Wick. Wasn't she in one of the John Wicks?
Yes.
Yes.
She was in John
Yeah.
Wick.
Yes.
So we talked about it because, for a minute there, and this was around that time where she was popping. Ruby Rose seemed like she could be the next big thing, and then
Dude.
she just... she just tanked it.
Dude,
from
she
what I knew,
tanked
she didn't
it,
have a good
man.
reputation.
Oh, well, with the Batwoman, it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she
really
left,
liked
right?
the Batwoman.
yeah, she quit Batwoman. I'd never followed up on why she quit, but she quit.
For my remembering, it was like
From your
supposed to
remembering?
be. My remembering. That's the thing. I did it. It was like she didn't like what they were doing with the character and had created differences or something like that. But then again, you really want to be like, maybe you're the problem. It's me. You.
Could be.
Like
It's strange that she didn't immediately get work after that. Really,
That's-
like
and that's
she's
what I
popped in
mean.
a couple things, but like it seemed like her career was dead after that.
yeah. So like whatever happened on Batwoman, you're like, I don't think it was the producer. I think it was you because they
think
kept
it
the
was
show
you.
going with a new character, and you never got, like you said, you never really got work after that. So
I think it was Orange is the New Black is what really kind of put her on the map because that show
That sounds
was
right.
super popular
Yeah.
on Netflix
Was
for
popular.
it went for longer than like 2 seasons, but it was only really popular for like 2 seasons.
it's only
and
really
then
good
nobody
for the
really
first
watched
couple.
it.
Well, and it kept
Yeah.
winning Emmys because they kept flipping between categories. Because it was like 1 minute they were comedy, the next minute they were drama, and then they went back to comedy, then back to drama. It was like super weird, but it won a bunch of Emmys in the process. And it also like forced them to institute the rule for guest actresses because they would keep putting like Uzo Aduba would be placed in guest actress, but would be in like 11 of 12 episodes in a season. And so they had to like put in a rule, be like, you have to be in less than 50% of the show to be a guest actress.
Which common sense. And you know what?
I
I
agree.
blame Ruby Rose. I don't think she did it, but I don't care. She's to blame.
Well, and
All
she
right.
was also in like the Meg and stuff like that. Like it seemed like she was like
Oh,
you said,
yeah.
She
she
was.
seemed like she was really going to be one of those like big it girls, and then just disappeared.
When we're talking about this cast, the two people who we have even when you guys didn't like number 2 last time, Tim, the two people we hyped were Elizabeth Banks and
Yes.
John Michael Higgins, and even they fucking suck in this.
Yeah.
They have nothing to do, and what they do, they just feel like they are honing it in, like they don't care and don't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's a travesty.
Well, they're making a terrible
It's a travesty,
podcast,
Tim.
is what they're doing.
I don't understand what they're
Like
even
other-
like. Why does the USO let them travel with them? That doesn't make any sense.
understand.
Like, oh, by the way, we're just gonna bring these two random people who like acapella into like national security locations near weapons. Like,
It's not even an acapella competition.
what are we talking about?
Yeah, they were
It's
making
not an
that
acapella competition.
the documentary about the competition or something like that, and somehow they got all access. And you're like, I don't think we want cameras behind the stage,
No.
behind the scenes of military operations.
Just now imagining them accidentally giving away like troop information to like.
Oh, they would do
Oh,
it.
like the
well, you
internet.
remember? Yeah, well,
They'd probably do it on purpose. I
the
don't
media's
trust them.
done that before, back in
Yeah.
what 2000s. Fucking
Yeah,
wimps
Geraldo
do that.
Rivera
Geraldo Rivera
got
did
thrown
it.
off TV because he accidentally gave away
God.
troop locations.
We're
during
over here. They're
Iraq.
over there. What the fuck are you
Oh.
doing?
Remember when he tried to open Al Capone's tomb and thought it was going to be the biggest thing on live television, and it was just empty?
Yep. Yeah, that guy's a real winner.
Doing great.
At one point, Aubrey says, "Let's aka rock this," because they just try and work in acapella puns, and I'm like, aka rock this? That's not even a good one. Aka doesn't even lead into rock this. It's forced. It's just a downward spiral from there. I think that was the downfall from that point on.
That's the one.
Now, we do get
All right.
John Lithgow, who is fantastic. He's just not fantastic in this.
I was
He
gonna
is
say.
Fat Amy's dad doing a bad Australian accent. He just
worst
throws on this Australian accent so he can be Fat Amy's dad. And he's the villain because there was a villain of every other movie, not just like a competing a cappella group, a straight-up villain who kidnaps and tries to murder people.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
He's an arms dealer. Like, he is an internationally wanted criminal, which even that doesn't make any sense because they make this whole deal when Rebel Wilson and Anna Kendrick are on their way over to the boat. They're like, we can't tell anybody because my dad will know they're coming. And the minute there's an explosion, all of a sudden, all of the military police is there.
Yeah.
Right.
Who told them?
And
They're
also,
really
you know what
fast.
I don't like? You know what I don't like?
What
Fat
didn't you like,
Amy's real
Josh?
name is Patricia.
Yeah.
What?
Well, they already
No.
said that before.
When?
It was in the first one.
I think it was a joke in the first one, but I still don't like it.
She's like, guys, my name isn't Fat Amy. It's Fat Patricia.
Well, I reject that, Tim, and I won't stand by that, and I won't let you slander it.
I didn't.
So the Barton Bellas, they embarrass themselves in front of DJ Khaled. So they sneak into
Khaled. I do it one time.
They
Sorry.
sneak into his party at the hotel. They introduce that there's an apiary, a portable beehive, and then I wonder if that will come into play because it's just shown and mentioned. Yeah, it's our portable beehive, and then they start a fire, and the bees get loose by tripping or something, and even that was just such a quick.
It's a calamity.
Nonsense.
Well,
it was nonsense.
At first, it seems like they get thrown off the tour, and then they're just like, "Nope, we're actually gonna keep going. We're gonna do it for our friend because they had a baby."
Can't stop.
I was like, "Wait, what?"
That Patricia wouldn't want this. You can't stop me. What is Tim? What is DJ Khaled known for? Doesn't he have a saying? Does he have a slogan?
Another one.
Khaled. That's it.
Another one. Yeah.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Oh,
I didn't
God.
lose when he got kicked off. When he gave up at the hot wings, the hot ones.
What
I
was
didn't
the one
lose.
is,
I'm strategically not doing this anymore. Yeah, because that means you lose.
He's got a whole other one about taking the hinges off the door, then getting through the door that way. He's got 1,000 sayings.
Another one.
Tell me another one, Tim.
DJ Khaled. It's like saying that one.
You already said that one.
Yeah, but it's fun.
So, I think one of the most
DJ
defining
Khaled.
moments, Tim, of this
Yes,
movie.
sir. Sorry. Pay attention.
We talked in number 2 about the really bad. I called it ADR. You were like, "That's not ADR." Okay, but the really bad
yeah.
dialogue that's clearly added in afterwards to explain something that they couldn't explain in the movie that we just need to know.
voiceover.
And there's a scene where they're just getting ready to get on a plane, and somebody just says, "Okay, we have 4 concerts in 4 days. Then DJ Khaled will announce the winner when we're in France."
Yeah.
What?
They do that because the audience, they assume we're all dum-dums, and then we're not paying attention.
Well, they could have explained that throughout an actual narrative. They just don't fucking have one.
Well, I think they did, but then they realized that no one's literally listening to this movie.
No, they didn't give us those details. They're so specific, like you're
Yeah.
getting ready to get on a plane. Tim, me and you are getting ready to get on a plane. And I'm just like, okay,
Ooh,
Tim,
where we
4
going?
podcasts in 4 days. Then
Ooh.
Alan's going to announce the winning podcast when we're in my kitchen.
Well,
Like, that's not how people talk.
who are we against?
The world. Me and you
Fucking world.
against the world.
The world is
Forever.
mine, is what Tony Montana said. Yeah, no,
know what,
it's
Tim?
terrible exposition. Yes, sir.
Hold on,
What?
pause, Tim.
Pause him.
If it's me and you forever, we're
Yes.
already... How old were we when we met? 16?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 15,
Now-
16?
We're almost 40. We're past... I've known you longer than I haven't known
yeah.
you in my lifetime. And a lot of those years I
Oh my
didn't know
God.
you. I was a baby. That doesn't
That's
count.
it. Dude, I still remember the first time I saw you because we were doing the... We were
Was it
stagehands.
romantic?
No. Because you were the stagehand. We were stagehands for our theater group in high school. And I remember
Yes.
you wore all black, and you're like, I think you made your own shirt too. It said like staff or something. Didn't you?
That sounds like me.
And then me and you were
did.
like trying to fix the Charlie Brown thing because the fucking curtain broke. And then the actual stage manager, one of the other students, was like just sitting doing nothing. And me and you were just like, well, I guess we're going to fucking move this thing in front of everybody.
Hey, you know who played Snoopy in that play that me and Tim were stagehands?
Stupid.
Was it Miles?
Miles Teller.
Yeah, what the fuck? Why are you bringing this up?
He played Snoopy. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, but you don't name drop like that. It's like a weird flex. Like we're sharing this moment, and you're like, hey, I know someone famous.
No, I'm just saying I built the doghouse that he laid on
Did you
top
really?
of.
Yeah, because I came in later on that. Oh, you could.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, we used to fuck. We used to fuck with him.
So
in,
turns out,
damn Yankees. Anyway, what?
Fat Amy has $130 million in the Cayman Islands, and she. Well, I was
Didn't
about to
even
say
know it.
she knew about this and did nothing, but she actually didn't know about it
No, she
until
didn't
her
know
dad tells her. So I was
Yeah.
about to bitch about nothing, but you know I got plenty to bitch about still.
I just can't ever get over his shitty fucking Australian accent.
It's so bad. And like
So
John
bad.
Lithgow is usually very good at accents.
I was
Like,
gonna say the man can do accents.
Yeah, but it's just not believable.
in The Crown, he for an entire season played Winston Churchill believably. And like he's about to be Dumbledore. Like he can do
but
an
did they,
English accent.
You think it's because they didn't put any makeup on him? Like in Winston Churchill, obviously he had to look a little fatter, right? I didn't see it, The Crown, but I'm assuming he was under a little bit of prosthetic.
A little bit, but not as much as you'd expect.
See, that's what I wonder.
It's not the Gary Oldman level of prosthetics for sure.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay, yeah. 'cause
it
Gary
looks
Oldman,
like John Lithgow.
but Gary Oldman, he transforms into all that
Yes.
stuff. I mean, you look at him and you're like, you're Commissioner Gordon. He's got that little bushy mustache on. That's all he needed was that. And you're like,
You know
him
who
that
really
that and
transforms?
glasses. Boom.
Optimus Prime. Tim,
Yes.
show your wine bottle. Where are we at?
Oh, I
How
didn't. I
empty?
try. What do you mean empty? I just started mine. I opened it just as we started. I'm not that.
Oh, me
I'm
too. But
trying.
I drank half of mine, Tim. I keep pouring.
That is not half. Where's
That-
half?
You tell me
Oh.
that's not half.
Yeah, I drank. I told it. I drank half too. It's there.
I'm
Don't worry
pouring
about my
another, Tim.
drinking.
Another
I'm
one.
pouring one. Another. There we go. Another one.
Okay, so I do have a question.
DJ Khaled.
Did any of you ever hear why the character was named Chicago? I missed that.
Wait,
They
there was a
never
character
really
named
said it.
Chicago?
Yes.
There's
there was a
yeah,
character
yeah.
named
He's
Chicago.
the guy that
The love interest.
Yeah, the love interest that Brittany Snow likes. That he's like the soldier.
Oh, the military dude.
yeah.
He's the guy who's escorting them around. Yeah, she goes, "Oh, you're from Chicago," and he goes, "No, like I'm from somewhere else."
Yes,
And then
he's
they,
from,
like,
he's from
moved
like
on from it.
Arkansas or something or Alabama.
Yeah.
Like, and then,
I was about to say Illinois.
yeah.
It's like, well, that would actually make sense. Yeah, I don't know why, because he was saying all these other people's names, and he's like, yeah, no.
Well-
and then they just fucking.
And I will say that's another
All right.
thing that I did notice about this movie is the love interests are just zeros in this movie. Like,
Oh,
like
it's terrible.
See, okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Hold on, Tim. Tim, wait.
I'm-
hold your heat. Tim, hold your heat. I Googled, and I have the
Say
answer.
something good.
Chicago
What
is called Chicago because the native settlers of Chicago were the Alquanaquan people. No, that's the city. Okay, never mind.
that's
I
the
got
city.
nothing.
That is definitely
were-
the city and not the character.
Yeah, and also I know
Never
the
mind,
Blackhawks
Tim,
were
go back.
around there. The Native
I was
American
wrong.
people, Native American.
Sorry,
Indigenous?
I apologize to the Algonquin.
Anyway, can we talk about these fucking love interests, please? Okay,
I
at least
would rather
Chicago.
not.
No, we're talking about it, Josh. You brought it up. I'm bringing it down. So fuck. I'm moving my mic. I'm getting so intense now. Okay, no, Chicago. I don't hate Chicago. He was nice. He was endearing. I think he did the best thing he could with what he had. Right. I didn't have that many problems with him. The fucking record producer for Khaled.
Hate him.
What a total piece of shit that
Hate
guy
him.
was. Okay,
Yeah.
and he's not even like a love interest. So some people in the comments are gonna be like, "Well, he's not actually a love interest because no, he kind of was. He was supposed to be, and he's not gonna come through with my
They
man,
flirted.
Jesse.
They did a flirt.
All right, they did. They flirted, whatever. Every time, little steely glances. Oh, I think I like her. Oh, look over here. Oh, look, she's cool over there. Oh, these like fucking glances. I was like, this is a piece of shit. Okay, and he had a shitty fucking accent. That's probably his real voice. I don't give a shit about it. But fuck, I hated that guy. That guy was a piece of shit, and he was just like leading her. No, not the brothers.
Dude.
You. Fuck
You went so
God.
straight De Niro. You went so
Sorry.
Robert De Niro when you're like, "These glances."
I get angry.
Oh, you talking to me?
Because he did those glances. Al knows what I'm talking about. Every little minute, he'd like
I
walk
do.
out the door.
No, he's like this girl. She's not like other girls. She likes music. Like,
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, she's
And
got
you know
a
what
ear
she really
for it.
does? She sings it without instruments. Oh my god.
He was, and he fucking let him let her touch DJ Khaled's fucking like shit, and like, oh yeah, you can totally mess around with everything, and I'll be right back, and then fucking everything was falling apart behind her, which actually was kind of funny. But like he seemed slimy and sleazy more than like endearing, and like there was no chemistry. There's no chemistry, and if you're gonna fucking get rid of my main man Jesse, and you're gonna bring in this fucking guy, he better have chemistry. He better be Channing Tatum or some shit. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Channing Tatum. Oh, yeah. I love Channing Tatum.
He's funny in 21 Jump Street, and he's funny in New Guy and Step It Up.
I was
Step It Up?
watching
Yes, he was.
Magic Mike
Thanks,
3, The Last Dance. I was watching Magic Mike 3, The Last Dance.
Quick.
And I texted my wife. I was
with
watching
or without
alone.
with or without pants. Oh, we always know you're alone. Come on.
So I was watching Magic Mike 3.
That's what I thought.
I texted the wife and just said, I think
Another one.
Channing Tatum is the most handsome man alive.
He's so handsome. Alive, I don't know,
He's
but
so
he's handsome. Dude, he was so great in Logan Luck. Oh, right? Logan Luck.
He's great in most
Lucky.
things. He's excellent in the Magic Mike movies. He's excellent in Roofman this year. He's
I know, I need to see
excellent.
that one.
He's excellent in Foxcatcher, a movie I don't like very much. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like he's the only
Steve
guy who
Carell.
didn't get nominated for an Oscar for Foxcatcher, and he's the best part of the whole effing movie.
Right.
Like,
But they put prosthetics on Steve Carell. That's how you really get an Oscar. And a comedian going serious. They love that.
Can I say another thing? I know I brought up Logan Luck, but we were talking about accents. Daniel
Lucky.
Craig.
Damn,
Lucky.
Logan
Is
Lucky.
it Logan Lucky? Logan Lucky?
Yeah, it's
whatever
Logan
the
Lucky.
fuck. Well, then correct me before I look like an asshole.
I already did, and you ignored me.
I don't listen to what you say. Anyway, Logan Lucky, Daniel Craig in there. Amazing, because he's now had two different Southern accents. He has the fucking Colonel Sanders Southern accent and Knives Out, and then he's got like super rednecky accent in Logan Lucky, which I was like, this fucking dude's doing two wonderful Southern accents, and he's believable in both. That's how you do it, John Lithgow.
I didn't see Daniel Craig.
observation.
I only saw Joe Bang.
Go back, because we're dealing with science, people.
I think in the credits it's starring Joe or introducing Joe Bang. Like I think it even has his actual name.
That's so awesome. I see you peeking.
So back to
No
Pitch
peeking.
Perfect 3.
Yes, sorry.
John Lithgow is after this $130 million that Fat Amy has in the Cayman Islands because her mom left it to her or something. Is that where it came from? Somebody left her all this money.
Yeah,
and he can't get
the mom stole it from him and put it aside so that she would have her own
right.
clean
Oh,
money.
that's what it was. Well, his plan is to kidnap Fat Amy, but he actually ends up kidnapping everybody else. Fat Amy and Becca are not kidnapped, and the plan is to hold them for ransom to get the money. And they come up with a fantastic plan to get them out of this, and that is to perform Toxic on the deck to distract him while Fat Amy gets an action scene beating up security. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
Who's not going to get distracted by Toxic by Our Lady Britney Spears? You know what I mean? Come on.
But this isn't Britney Spears. This is the Barton Bellows way past their prime, Tim. Way past their prime.
Some of them are still cuties.
I'm not talking physical, Tim. It's not always the physical. They are past their prime in performance. Sexually.
What?
No.
This is
Music.
going off the rails. Did you find any of the fight scenes with Fat Amy believable, Alan?
I did
not
not.
texting you back.
Shockingly, I did not think they
Shocking.
were believable. I did not think professional mercenaries would fall for her shit.
Especially the guy who knew her and it was in the kitchen and they had that weird...
Yeah, he's like, I have a scar on my
fight?
face. And it's like clearly a stunt double doing a double backflip. Like,
What about when she throws powdered wasabi in a guy's eyes and then gives him a double titty twister?
Yes, that's the
yeah.
one.
And then she does a full back kick to knock him out.
Yep.
Yeah, clearly. She did that. I don't know what the problem is. She trained with monks in Tibet.
She was definitely on a wire, I think. I don't think Rebel Wilson actually did a
I don't know.
backflip.
Well, last time she was on a wire, she showed her vagina. That was in the first. That was
That
in
is
the second
true.
one. So
Not this
you
one,
know,
Tim.
in America we actually don't have wasabi. It's like green horseradish. They put food coloring in.
What?
Yeah, look that up.
No. That's not what I eat.
What do you? Well, you eat. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, I don't even know where you're going. I have no idea. But all right. Haley Steinfeld. I don't even know where I'm going
Yes.
with this. I'm just looking at my notes. Tim,
Sure.
I've drank almost my bottle of wine. You're lacking.
I'm halfway now.
Haley Steinfeld says, if DJ Khaled doesn't pick us after this, what are we doing with our lives? And I think, this was after like the boat explodes and everything, so I skipped ahead a little bit. After the boat explodes, there's in the water. And she's like, if DJ Khaled doesn't pick us after this, what are we doing with our lives? And I'm like, what does this have to do with DJ Khaled or anything? Well, he's going to pick you because you fucking were on a boat that blew up? That doesn't make any sense. And why are you thinking about DJ Khaled in this moment?
But doesn't she have to go back to college and still sing?
Yeah, she has like a test on Thursday. Like,
Yeah. she should have been studying.
Oh shit, the SATs.
Well, the other thing that is so baffling to me is like John Lithgow's like, I don't have enough money to live my life without the $130 million Fat Amy has. I don't think $130 million would be enough for the lifestyle he is trying to like live out or do any of the arms deals that he wants to do.
Yeah.
He also has the yacht. He could sell the yacht for like $100 million, right? Like.
And how much is he paying this security team? They're not good enough. Fat Amy fucking titty twisted him. That's not a good security team.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just his buddies.
It seems like he would be out of money really fast again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why crime doesn't pay, guys. That's what we're trying. That's really the message. Crime doesn't pay.
I have
Or he has
another
to live
thing.
a lower lifestyle than the one he's living.
Okay, if you're doing to do crime, live within your means. That's what we're trying.
Make a budget, get your spreadsheets out, like do the hard work.
You have to get a financial planner.
Yeah, that's what Al Capone needed, and then he wouldn't have gotten tax fraud.
Yeah.
Then
Chicago.
Right, so here's what I didn't like. Esther.
Oh yeah, what else?
Which we haven't said Esther's name. This is our third episode. We're almost done with this one. We've never said Esther's name. Do you even know who Esther is? Do you even know which one this is?
No.
Is Esther the Asian chick?
Esther is the quiet one.
She's the quiet one.
Yeah. She's Asian.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She is. But I thought there was more than one Asian, so I wasn't sure.
No. Josh doesn't see race.
Okay. So she whispers everything, and then all of a sudden she just shouts, "Cool beans! Satan has finally left my body!" And she just talks out loud for the last minute of the movie, and I hated that. I didn't.
Well, isn't it
that.
also
She's
fucked
a quiet
up
one.
because the whole point is that she was quiet and connected with the other guy, the DJ, right, from the rap group,
Yes.
and they connected over being quiet. So now that she's not quiet, wouldn't he be like, "Bitch, you too loud"?
He should fucking dump her ass. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Right? That doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm getting away with. It doesn't make fucking sense. Make
It ends with everybody is just going great for everybody. Everybody's just like, because you know what? Like, that's another thing we even touch on. DJ Khaled wants Bella. Only Bella. Not the Becca. Not the Barton Bellas. Only Becca. And she's like, oh my God, I can't do that. I can't do this to my people. And it seems like it should create some sort of
Tension.
turmoil or jealousy, and it doesn't. She's just like, I won't do it. And then the Bellas find out, and they're like, no, Becca, do that. That's cool.
Yeah,
And that
which
was
is
it.
stupid because they're all supposed to be like super competitive. Like the original two girls, I forget their names. The one who puked and the other one. Like they're supposed to be
Buki
super
and the
competitive,
shower
and you
girl.
don't think that they're going to be fucking pissed off about that. And then she made a funny
no, they were
comment where
super
she's
thrilled.
like, "I don't want to puke anymore," because she, talks about how every time she goes to perform, she's going to puke, which is a good throwback to the first one. I get it. It just doesn't fucking make sense. You know what I mean?
And then Brittany Snow's like, I got into vet school. I guess I'm a vet. And I'm like, that's not how that works. You still have to go to vet school. Like,
My wife is a veterinarian. She did not become a veterinarian for like 8 years. Takes a long time.
It takes a while. She's not going to be happy for another long extended period of time.
Every time you say Brittany
And-
Snow, I think of Game of Thrones. I just can't not.
Wait, is Brittany Snow in Game of Thrones?
No, wait, when
not
you
at
the
all.
Snow. God, you're so stupid.
Oh, because
When-
of Jon Snow?
Yes, because Snow is considered bastards in Game of Thrones. If you're a bastard, you're called Snow because you don't have a real last name because you're It's
Yeah,
it's in the lore.
every region has their own version. It's like
Thank
if you're
you.
in certain
Region.
areas, it's the river.
Yeah.
Your last name's River. In other areas, it's Sand. It's a whole thing.
That's why
So
he's Snow
Becca-
and not Stark.
So Becca opens for DJ Khaled, and
You're welcome.
then she pulls, unapproved, decides to pull all the Bellas onto the stage. She didn't run this by anybody. And they were just like, oh my God, Becca, are you sure? And she's just like, get up here. And they just do the most awkward side-by-side. I don't know what I'm doing. shifting around.
Josh is a stickler for the rules. Unapproved, this bitch.
You can't just do that. You want to be invited to open as an a cappella singer for anybody else? First of all, you're an a cappella singer. You don't get to just open for anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, you got this
DJ
chance.
Khaled.
Yeah, you got the chance to open for DJ Khaled, and you're just going to be like, I'm going to pull a bunch of people on stage that he specifically said he didn't want.
That is true. He did not want them singing.
Not them.
And they brought up singing. That's pretty.
He didn't just say, like, no, this is your time, yada, yada. He was like, no, I don't want them. I want you. And she's like, get on the stage. And they're like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, I'm sure. Come on. And guess what? They added nothing to it.
No,
that didn't benefit their careers.
How did they know the song that she literally just wrote?
Right.
Osmosis.
Not a great song.
Yes, I would say there are a couple things that I want to say. Number one, this has the weakest original songs of any of the movies. I think the weakest track listing period of any of them.
Yeah.
I also think that it's pretty clear that that this derailed a couple of their careers in the process. Like that this was such a bomb that it kind of sunk Anna Kendrick for a few years. And
I love Anna Kendrick.
I do love Anna Kendrick. Yeah, because then she did the movie with Miles, and then she did the movie with Blake Lively.
Get a job.
Get a job.
And then
Get a job was the Miles one.
And then a Simple Favor.
Blake Lively.
There's
Simple
the two
Favor,
of them.
which I think they're going to do. Aren't they supposed to do a sequel to that?
It's out this year, yeah.
Oh, just
came
kidding.
out in
It's
April.
already out.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Which by the time this episode posts, it sounds like it's going to be like a year ago.
You mean last year, Alan? We mean last year. Yeah.
Does anybody care about Pitch Perfect?
She did the
I don't know if anybody's listening to this.
They all care, Josh. They care what we have to say.
I think Pitch Perfect 3 is the one where everything goes off the rails. So at that point, you're like, who is the most successful person to actually come out of this franchise? And it seems like it's pretty clearly Haley Steinfeld. By like a wide margin. Then Brittany Snow, and then everybody else.
Yeah. Who do you think is the most famous out of this group? I still think it's Anna Kendrick.
Oh, it's definitely Anna Kendrick.
I
Anna
would
Kendrick
say,
or Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, one of those.
I call her Steinfeld.
Yeah, one of those two.
But the Trolls movies are popular.
The which ones?
Trolls? The Trolls movies are popular.
I forgot that she is a voice in those movies.
Nobody
She's the main
associates
person.
her with that, though.
Oh, I
Nobody's-
do, I guess.
That's like associating John Cena with Ferdinand. Nobody does it.
Well, Ferdinand... No. Well, okay, you have her and Justin Timberlake. They each did the third one. It was the NSYNC came back together for it.
They did.
Yeah, I've watched those movies. I got kids. I watch those fucking movies all the time. Trust me, I hear her voice singing in my house all day
Those
long.
movies are super popular in the theme parks too, because they have the trolls walking around all the time. Honestly, her best thing for her is that Twilight came back into vogue, and people are like, "Oh, that's right, she's in Twilight."
She has a small role in Twilight.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Hey,
Yes.
She directed a movie this year.
You know what? Women of the Hour was actually pretty good. I will give her the credit for that.
Well, that's good. I didn't see it. You guys see a lot of movies.
Yes.
We do. We watch a lot. Alan, I'm sure, has watched more than me, but we do. She directed a movie for Netflix. Tim, have you heard the true story of the game show, like, what was it? The dating show killer.
Yeah.
It was a serial killer who competed on the dating show, you know, where there's one woman who's, like, questioning the three. Bachelor number one, if I was a dessert, what would you do to me? And they just ask dumb questions like that, and you have to give dumb
And he was like,
fucking
I cut
answers.
you up. I need you.
I would cut you up.
like,
You wouldn't
I
be
don't
my
know.
dessert. You would be my meat. Yeah.
Oh,
So
I like that one.
it's telling the story of the woman who went on the show when she picks him. He wins. But then she gets creeped out and doesn't go on the date with him. So Anna Kendrick
Smart woman.
directed it, and I listened to a podcast where she was talking about it, and her entire director's salary, she didn't even take it. She donated it to like a crime thing. Like a battered women's shelter thing or something, since it was about a dude like killing a bunch of women.
Oh, that's
So
good.
cool on her. She's a cool
Yeah,
lady.
it's definitely very. Yeah, I remember now. I can see the trailer now for that.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about.
So I will revise. Then it's Haley Steinfeld and Anna Kendrick, and then Brittany Snow. Because
What has Brittany Snow been in?
in the last year, she was on Hunting Wives, which was like massive, and she's in The Beast in Me, which is like the #1 show on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, that is. Yep. Okay.
And she's an ex.
And she was in X. Yeah, and she also directed her own movie that got pretty decent reviews. Not as good as Anna Kendrick's, but
yeah.
but
But guys, what else has she done? Come on, just a few things here and there. Come on.
Well, no,
she's a pretty lady.
I will say she didn't really do a lot for a few years there. Like X was like the comeback. Like,
well, I think I'm with you. I think this one kind of shot a lot of their stuff down. I mean, even Rebel Wilson. What else the fuck has she done?
Whew,
you know,
she got real skinny.
Yeah, but that was great though that she did. She was like, I was tired of being labeled as a fat person, or the not fat person, but you know what I mean. She was. I remember I read the whole article about it. She was like, people were telling me I had to stay fat and my health is declining. I needed to lose weight, but they kept telling me I wasn't gonna get jobs. And so she's like, fuck it, my health is better than all this shit. And I'm like, good on her, do that shit.
Yeah,
but she hasn't worked either. So.
She's worked in a bunch of like small movies. Like I know she did the Romeo and Juliet that was filmed in like the actual town of Verona. But
this town?
She's like very small part in that movie.
She did that one where she's trying to run a marathon, right? Isn't that her?
No. That's Jillian Bell. Honestly, Jillian Bell kind of took her corner and just like kind of stole it, like full blown.
Yeah, that's true.
Because she's in she's in Goosebumps doing a similar role, but like actually funny. Yeah. She's in the 22 Jump Street movie.
She doesn't have the accent though. She doesn't have the accent.
She doesn't have the accent, but she's got the comedic chops for it though. She's very funny.
Yeah, and she's good in Brittany Runs a Marathon. So it seems like she kind of
also worked with Adam Devine on Workaholics.
Yep.
Bringing it back to Pitch Perfect. All right, so this movie ends with some. All my notes say, and I don't even remember. Says ends with a really lame joke about the camera not being on. So they tried to do something, and then they were like, "Oh no, the camera's not on."
Do you remember
I
that?
don't remember that.
Yeah,
it's in my notes.
Michael Higgins doesn't actually hit the
record.
Yeah,
that's what it was. And then as we roll through the credits, everybody gets a little romance thing, and then it ends with just clips from the previous movies, and it's all just bad, and I hate it. And it just feels like this movie was just such a we got to do one more. You guys loved us before. We're just going to throw all this at you. And this was the laziest. Now I'm going to get mad. This is the laziest fucking movie. This is the laziest. It's not even as so bad it's good. This movie just fucking sucks, and it sucks so much because it's the third in a franchise where the first was actually really good. So here's my question to you guys. When has there ever been another franchise where there was such a big drop from the first to the third?
Terminator.
You look at Back to the Future. Back to the Future 1's a masterpiece. 3, I think, is not very good. But
it's
not as bad as this.
It's not this far of a drop.
No. Not as bad as this.
I said it twice now. No one's listening to me.
What? Tim, nobody's listening. What?
Terminator. You think Rise of the Machines is
Terminator's pretty bad. Terminator's a pretty far drop. But 2 is the best in the franchise. Like Pitch Perfect 2 has nothing on Terminator.
But hold on, though. That's a whole different argument. Because Terminator 1 was a great like sci-fi horror-esque action-y, right?
That's
Whereas Terminator 2 was a straight-up action, which Cameron did with Aliens. Because you go with Aliens, too. Mm-hmm. Aliens was a great horror movie. The first one, great horror movie. Second one, Aliens, great action movie. I wouldn't consider it horror. I would consider it action. And then what? You have the third one, which was also...
Nobody asked you.
You literally asked me this question.
I was going to say, I'm going to defend Alien 3 because I still think it is still a huge step up from this.
Oh, it's a step.
Yeah.
See, I'm not saying that these are just as bad as the third Pitch Perfect movie.
But just as big a drop.
There's a drop though from Aliens to the third Alien. There's a big drop from Terminator 2 to Rise of the Machines. You know what I mean? Because I don't think there's a huge drop from Back to the Future 2 to Back to the Future 3. I'm biased because I do love the cowboy era and I love cowboy movies and stuff like that.
Oh my god!
So I'm a little biased with that. I would love it, but like those other two, cowboy, I feel like are because I'm trying to think of other sequels because you can't because Star Wars doesn't work.
I don't know.
Ooh, Men in Black.
The Men in
Men in Black.
Third one is good.
No.
Third one is good.
No, Third Black's good.
2 is terrible.
Sorry.
3 is good.
Yeah.
3 is amazing. Yes, 3 is amazing. I was thinking of international.
Not amazing. It's good.
It's like a roller coaster.
No, 3 is amazing. Yeah, it is.
And then 4 is really bad again.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster. 3, I was crying.
Tim, all right, where's your wine at now? Look,
I think I'm still half. I got half. I got the
you.
half.
bitch. Look at this,
I'm
Tim.
here.
Can you see
I'm
this?
still-
Tim,
yeah.
look at my screen. Tim.
I'm sorry
Tim.
that you're a lush. I gotta wake up tomorrow and deal with tiny people.
I don't.
I'm still drinking though. I'm not done. I'm feeling.
Do you want me
right
to come
now.
over and raise your kids for you tomorrow?
Hell no. I definitely don't want you to raise my kids at all.
Ooh, I think I got one. The Matrix.
Was it a big drop though?
The first Matrix is like through the roof.
first.
like,
Oh,
10 out of 10.
that's
Yeah.
a good one. That's
Matrix-
it. The
yeah.
Matrix.
See-
The Matrix, the third one, it's not. Is it Revolutions? Is like really bad. Like I can
Yes,
Yes.
Reloaded is 2, Revolutions is 3.
But
I
they're
can
like
make the
same...
argument for Reloaded being a pretty good movie. I know this one it's been beaten around a bit, but I still think that's a very good movie.
It's got
not
some
as
good
as
action.
the first
say-
Matrix movie.
Neither one of them at first. Yeah, but like,
But the third one is like
and
boring.
yeah, Revolutions Reloaded are like the same fucking movie, just split in two. I feel like.
But at least
Well, they are. They literally
but,
were.
but at least Reloaded
Yeah.
has like the highway chase scene. Has
Oh, it does have the highway
the-
chase.
those
That's all
early
I
club
remember from
scenes.
two.
Like, there's enough stuff going on in Reloaded that like I like it enough. But the third one is
See, I
like
get-
even irredeemable to most Matrix fans.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a major. Yeah. Because I get so mad because Neo in the first one ended it so great. And then they, like, reverted back. And he became so stupid in the second one. That's why I get so mad at the second one. Because at the end, he's on the phone call. And he's like, I know this is going to end. I know what's going on. He stops the fucking tracker. And he just fuck dunk. And then raising his machine comes on. And then he starts flying. You're like, fuck yeah. And then the second one, he's like, I don't know who I am anymore. You're like, bitch, you fucking ended knowing who you were. You know exactly who you fucking were. And now you're saying you don't? Oh my god. So mad. Anyway. I still
All right,
think Rise Machines.
It's letterbox time.
Oh yeah, we still got
This is the time of the show where we take a look at the letterbox score and then we give what our letterbox rating would be. So currently, Pitch Perfect 3's average letterbox score is 2.6. That is based on 277,000 ratings. The average, or the most common score out of that, is surprisingly 3 stars, making up 24%. That is surprising to me, because fuck this movie. So, Tim, what would your letterbox score be of Pitch Perfect 3?
I forgot my notes, so I think I gave it a 2 or a 1. There you go.
Well, on a whim, what would you give it on a whim then?
Well, I get swayed so easily from you guys talking to me. I'm going.
That's true. We always
1.5.
change your.
You change my answers all the time. I'm going 1.5 because I can't officially remember.
All right, let's try and change Tim's score. Tim, this was a perfect movie.
Oh, 3.
Great movie.
I'm easily swayed. I'm a terrible politician. I don't like it.
Tim, I feel like if I
1.5.
were torturing you for sensitive information, I could get it
tell
very
you-
easily.
Anything you want to know. It will be all wrong, but I'll say it so convincingly you'd believe me.
I wouldn't mind that. Alan, what would you give Pitch Perfect 3 on Letterboxd?
I give it 1 star. I think we as a culture deserve better than this. You don't need to give
do.
a movie this bad 3 stars, guys. Like,
wanna
you
change
deserve better movies. Please.
Now, I will say I watched all 3 of these with my wife and daughter preparing for this. They really enjoyed these movies. And when I was bitching while watching Pitch Perfect 3, talking about how terrible it was, my daughter was like, I was entertained. Like, I had a good time. She's 17, She's, a 17-year-old child.
Yeah, what does she know?
Yeah, and fucking
Another
nothing.
one.
Our
Another
youth
one.
are idiots. But I gave this...
You get the audience.
I gave this 1 star as well, Alan.
I'm
just...
one.
All right,
changing mine,
We got
1
Tim
star.
to a 1.
1 star.
We got to do a 1. All right. Yeah, no, this movie fucking sucks.
This
movie
is a bad
sucks.
movie. This is a bad movie.
Guys, between the 3 of us, we gave it 3 stars. Oh no.
Out of
No.
15.
And I saw that I had originally, when I logged this, I've only seen this movie once before, and it was when it first came out. I had it logged as a 2. This was my first rewatch, and I was like, I was way too gracious to this movie, and I bumped it down to a 1 on rewatch.
I mean, that happens sometimes with me, but this one was just instantly, I was like, there's no way I can give this thing higher than a 1. Like, 0% chance.
I can't get over how bad this movie is.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty bad.
Unwatchable.
Yeah.
I will. And you know what really sucks?
What?
These movies are not readily available just for streaming.
They were not.
So
No.
I bought this movie on 4K to watch this. So I have a 4K. I have a fucking 4K of Pitch Perfect 3. This is not a movie you need 4K for.
Isn't it
No.
the
At
equivalent
all.
of putting lipstick on a pig?
You mean you didn't like the in 4K? How obvious was it that Anna Kendrick was on like a blue screen set when she was on? When it like shows her on the boat and you see like the background is all clearly CGI.
Yeah.
This movie can shove it. But you know what? We're done. We made it through. Fuck you, pitches. We're done. And I don't mean that about all of you pitches, because number 1 was pretty good, and number 2 was also decent. But fuck you, Pitch Perfect 3. And
you told me that the other guests did not like 2 very much. I do like 2, even though I think it's a flawed movie. I enjoyed myself. So yeah. I think 2, like 1 is excellent. Like, actually, I really enjoy 1. 2,
I really enjoy 1.
Is, you know, maybe above average a little bit, or average, but it's not terrible. This is like really like the dregs of the franchise.
I gave 2 a 3-star review.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think it's a perfectly fair score.
Yes, I did.
This a 1, and I gave the first one a 4-star review. So I went 4, 3, 1. Big drop.
Yeah.
Big fucking drop. Holy shit. But anyways, that is it for now. I would tell you what movie franchise we will be doing next, but frankly, I don't know, and I am too drunk to check the Google Drive. So, thank you for tuning in to Pitch Perfect. That is it. We are done. On to the next franchise, guys. Cheers our way out, and I will catch you on the flippity flop.